Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hello. And how are you doing on this? It's actually quite a sunny day today, on this Tuesday. And it's great to, I'll just go to that notification. Great to have you here. Please say hi. If you're watching the replay, hello to you too. Please still interact. I can pop back later when it's uploaded to IGTV. So this is my first Instagram live. I normally do it over on Facebook, so bear with me. But this is an interactive thing, so I'd love to know where in the world you are. Ask any questions, anything that you need to know. Just drop it in the comments and I'll answer them for you. So welcome to episode 3 of MUMPRENEUR Magic, which is all about how to attract clients, your ideal clients, to your business with ease while still being authentically your awesome, fabulous self. So no ickiness, no sleaziness, no, nothing like that. Don't like that. So it's all about still being you, okay, and making sure that it's how you want to be. Okay, so it's going to be some tips, some tricks, some strategies, and I try to keep these episodes about 15-20 minutes if I can, because mums, we're busy. I've got my kids, my husband's not here today, so you might hear some noise in the background, but you know, we're busy, you're busy. You haven't got time to sit here for hours watching something, so I'll try to keep it nice and sweet, give you all the information that you need, as I say, give you the tips that you can implement into your business straight away. Okay, so today I'm going to be talking about attracting clients, and again, please get involved and ask the questions. Okay, so we're just going to get started. And I'm going to be telling you 5 things today, because again, it's not trying to overwhelm you, because that's the whole point of the work that I do. It's all about taking away the overwhelm and giving you a little bit of clarity and giving it to you in easy to do, manageable, implementable, that's a word, types of actions. So I don't want to give you lots and lots of stuff, so we're just going to stick to 5. So numero uno is all about who do you actually want to work with, okay? Because the first thing I want to actually let you know is that it's your business, it's your rules. I talk about this a lot because that's the whole point of this business, is that, you know, you've decided to run a business not because you want to make it the hardest thing in the world. You've done it most of the time because you want to, and you want to do it around the kids. You want to do it around once the kids go back to school. You know, you want to do it around them and being able to do the school runs and being able to do all the school events, which seem never ending, especially at primary school. But it's yours. You get to choose. Okay, so you don't have to work with a type of client that you don't like. You can say no, okay, especially if you're in a service based business. You know, you can just very nicely, politely say, oh, actually, I don't think we're a good fit. Okay, so that's the first thing that I want to actually sort of say. It's your business, your rules. And then the other things really is it's a case of, who do you actually want to work with? Who are you attracting at the moment? Okay, is there a type of person that tends to keep coming back and back and back? Is it somebody that's similar to you? Is it a totally different type of person that you tend to attract? Okay, so it's thinking about who you are attracting at the moment, because then you can look at them and you can sort of think, actually, yeah, I want more of those, or what do they have in common? Okay, so all of them will have something in common, whether, so for me, it's very simple, they're a mom, okay? They're short on time and they need to actually just get shit done, basically. So that's a very simple way for me to identify my crowd easily. I then can go a little bit deeper, but initially it's really easy. Excuse me. So who do you attract at the moment? But then also, what type of client are you attracting that's a pain in the arse? Because we do tend to attract them sometimes, I mean, myself included, and normally they have similar types of red flags. Now, this is really important for service-based business because obviously it's you. Products is a little bit easier because obviously they can just get on with it. But if you're in the service industry, you'll tend to find that there'll be some types of clients that have just got these red flags. They've got these things in common that you can, hindsight is a great thing. And you can look back and think, actually, yes, they've got this. And then you know not to attract that kind of client. You can change your language slightly. In my first ever business, I actually started as a virtual assistant, and there's a type of client that I started working with initially when I first started that before long was really not very good. So I then knew future clients coming on board, no. Okay, so think about who you're attracting now, who's a pain in the arse, who you don't want to work with. And again, going back to that your business, your rules philosophy. Okay, so it's who do you want to work with is number one. Excuse me, sorry about that. Number two is what are you actually selling them? Okay, so you need to pay the bills, quite important. You need to, you can't have an expensive hobby. I've talked about this before. You need to pay the bills. You need to actually charge what you are worth. You are worth more than you actually think, okay? So a lot of people I see when they first start out, they charge really, really down here. And you're worth up here, okay? So one of the things you need to think about is when you are selling, so you've looked at who you want to be working with, when you're selling to them, you're not selling the thing. So for me, I'm not necessarily selling coaching. That's furthest thing from the truth. I'm not selling that mentoring. What you're selling is the result or the outcome or transformation, whatever you want to do, but it's the result that they get. Okay, so for me, it's a case of my clients go from overwhelmed to clarity, and they create an easy to implement action plan to help them achieve their goals. In a nutshell, basically that's what it is, because just spout off lots of other things. But that's what I do. So whether you are a virtual assistant, you are not selling being a virtual assistant or having a virtual assistant. You're not selling that. You're selling the outcome. So it might be that they'll have so much more free time. They don't have to worry about social media. Their marketing can get done for them almost on autopilot without them having to think about it. It's the simple things like that. So it's not the thing, it's the outcome. Okay, and that's a really, really important thing to think of, because a lot of people make the mistake of trying to... So again, when I started as a virtual assistant, this was in 2005. So the term, especially in the UK, was a little bit new, and you had to do a little bit of education about what it was, which is quite frustrating. And a lot of virtual assistants made the mistake of marketing just that. And the clients don't care. They didn't actually really care about learning about the term. They just wanted this shit done. They just wanted the results. Okay? So think about what you are actually providing. Okay? And it's like with anything, keep it simple. Okay? If you try and complicate it too much, you confuse people, they won't buy, they'll be like, can't be bothered, go elsewhere. And also it's a case of giving people what they want, because sometimes what a client wants and what a client needs can be two very different things. Okay, so you sell them what they want, but then you give them what they need. Okay, so if you sort of said to them, so again, with me for coaching, if I sort of tried to sell coaching, you need coaching, you need a mentor to guide you, blah, blah, blah. They don't necessarily want that. Okay, what they want might be somebody to actually hold their hand, guide them, get all their questions answered, not make the common mistakes. A faster track, faster route to what they want to do, okay? Whereas if I try to just go in and say coaching or mentoring, they might be like, don't want that, go away, okay? So think about what they want and versus what they need, okay? So that's number 2, is what are you actually selling them? Number 3 is where can you actually reach these people? And, it's split into 2. So you've got online and offline. Now, the offline at the moment is a little bit difficult because obviously social distancing, this little thing called COVID, it's turned the world upside down. So a lot of the offline things are no longer an option. So, whether that was your networking events, whether that was at the school gates, whether that was at workshops, whatever it is offline, unfortunately, that's not an option at the moment. But in the future, it will be. So think about your online activities. So is there any particular social media platforms that they do? So for me, it's Instagram and Facebook. There's no point me going on LinkedIn because that's not the type of person that I attract. Some people do TikTok. I don't understand it. My kids do it. I have not got a clue. But I don't think that, well, one, as I said, I'm not comfortable on it. But I don't think my target market really hangs out there much. But think about these different social media platforms. If you are doing online networking, if you are doing Facebook groups, is there any forums? Is there any, where do they hang out? And if you're not sure, if you've already got some clients on board, just ask them. Ask them how they found you. Ask them, where do they hang out? And then that there's more people like them out there. So you have to be a little bit creative. And as I say, until things get back to some sort of normality, just focus on the online. And then, hopefully September, October, you can start adding in the offline activity as well. Okay, so that's a very simple, quick tip is, where can you reach these people? Because they all have something in common, and you will be able to reach them. So number 4 is how can you be your fabulous, awesome, authentic self when promoting your business? Okay, so, as I said at the start, it's not about being icky. It's not about being sleazy. It's not about being your, what you'd think of an old style car salesman. Or for those who are old enough like me to remember Del Boy. It's not about being that. It's about being you. It's about just not trying to put on a face of what you aren't. So, you don't have to be glamorous. You don't have to, have your hair perfect or all the time. You don't have to, almost have your shit together all the time. It doesn't have to be that way. If that's not you, if you don't normally wear makeup, don't wear makeup. If you normally have your hair in a messy bun, have your hair in a messy bun. Who cares? There's no point you trying to be somebody that you're not, because it'll actually come across to that person. They might sort of think about, something not, they don't quite seem, do you know what I mean? Oh, thank you, Donna. Loving the hair. It's a bit of blue and purple and green. But yeah, actually, just having mad hair colour. For me, it doesn't matter. This is me. I can have a bit of fun. Who cares? If I had like my normal boring brown, it's just not me. So have fun. I can have all the wacky colours. I've had the pinks, I've had the blues, I've had the red. It doesn't matter. Okay. So have the face, the appearance that you want. Okay. Another thing, do you want to swear? It's a very simple one. I do a little bit, and it's fine. That's me. If you don't actually use your real voice, again, it comes across as inauthentic. So what I like to sort of say is use your real voice, so that if you do meet these people in real life or on the phone or something like this, then they know it's you that they're talking to. Okay? It's not this faceless, big, massive corporation. It's you. So if somebody speaks to me, this is how I speak to my friends, this is how I speak to my family. Do you know what I mean? It's just who I am. Excuse me. So speak in the voice that you want to speak in, okay? And the final sort of thing for this point is that, you know, you don't have to pretend or portray that you are this big, massive company when it's just you. Again, going back to that virtual assistant days, when I first started, there was a few who would sort of talk as though they were this massive company. And I knew full well it was just them. And you're just like, why? Okay? So, do it how you want to do it. Again, going back to your business, your rules. Okay? How you look, how you talk, how you feel about things, it's how you want to do it. Because, believe it or not, that will attract more clients to you, because people will resonate with you. People buy people. Okay, so it builds that know, like and trust factor, so people are, you know, more than happy to pay what you charge. They will know your worth and they will pay it because they resonate with you. Okay, so number 5, the last one, because I'm conscious of the time, is it's all about, what does selling mean to you? Now, when I first started out, I'd be like, I don't like selling. I really don't. But really, you need to get rid of any self-talk that you've got going on up there. So, you know, oh, I'm not good enough, nobody's going to buy from me, oh, they can go to, you know, Joe Bloggs down the road and they're better than me, who do I think I am charging this much money? Shut up. Get rid of that self-talk. You are worth it. Yeah, L'Oreal and all that. You are worth it. It doesn't have to be icky. You can do it in your own way. You don't have to sell your soul to make sales. Really, to get rid of that self-talk. This is something my coach actually told me. And it just really, really resonated with me. And I was like, light bulb. And it was a massive game change really in my head and that voice, because even I have wobbles. Do you know what I mean? It's not a problem. I'm not perfect. Hopefully I don't portray that I am. So, you know, I do have wobbles as well. And she just said, it was a very simple one sentence, you're just giving people an opportunity to realise their dreams. So it didn't matter what that dream was. Okay, it really didn't matter. I am just giving them an opportunity. They can say, yes, really, doesn't matter. I don't take offence at that. Because again, people will resonate with me or they'll resonate with somebody else, and that's fantastic. So to get rid of that self-talk, just tell yourself that sentence. It really, really did work. So, you know, it is a case of just giving them the opportunity, giving them the chance that they can achieve that dream, whatever that may be. So again, for me, it is a case of, you know, helping them to achieve their goals and run a business that fits around the family. That's very, very simple. I could go on a little bit more about some of the specifics, but that's what it is in a nutshell. Okay? There's no point complicating things. And by sort of saying that sentence to yourself, even if you have to say it a few times a day, or, you know, if you're having conversations with people, you know, if you have to say it at the beginning of you know, if you're going to speak to somebody on the phone or whatever it is, you're giving them the opportunity to realise their dreams. Oh, thank you, Tash. Yeah, it is. That's all it is. And, you know, I think it's a great way to actually, as I say, get rid of that self-talk, because what is it with us? We're bad. You know, it's the guilt thing, we're not good enough, and all this sort of stuff. And you are. And as I say, You don't have to sell your soul. You don't have to be icky or sleazy or, that old style car salesman, anything like that. Be yourself, ultimately. And the theme that keeps coming back and back and back, your business, your rules. Okay? So in anything that you do, and, I've talked about this on the previous episodes as well, is that you get to choose. So, going quickly over the 5 things we talked about today. It's who do you want to work with? So you get to choose. What you're actually selling them. Again, you actually get to choose what you want to do, but make sure you sell the outcome, not the thing. Number 3 is where you can reach these people. Number 4 was how to be yourself when promoting them. So again, your rules. You get to choose. You choose the voice you use, you choose the how you present yourself. You choose to be you. Okay. And then finally, it was the what does selling mean to you? That was number 5. You make it how you want to make it. You can be yourself. It doesn't have to be hard. Get rid of that self-talk. It doesn't help you. So say bye-bye to that. And then, finally, that sentence you just need to tell yourself every day, multiple times a day if that's what it takes. But you are just giving people the opportunity to realise their dreams. Okay. So that's the end of the session today. Please share with your friends if you think they'll find this useful. It will get uploaded to IGTV in a moment. And during episode 4 next week, we're going to be talking about what post-lockdown life will look like a little bit for you, with the kids, hopefully, fingers crossed, going back to school for a lot of you. So that's what we'll be doing next week, Tuesday at 10 a.m. If you've got any specific topics you want covered, or again, if you've got any questions following today's, still do a comment. I'll pop in later and answer them for you. If you've got any specific issues, let me know. I say comment, drop me a message, and I can make sure that, I can create an episode for you. So that's it for this session. Enjoy the rest of your day, and hopefully I'll speak to you soon. So take care. Bye.